The Egyptian pyramids are undoubtedly some of the most fantastic structures on Earth. They have survived for thousands of years, nearly unchanged, and still hold countless mysteries. For centuries, scientists and researchers have been obsessed with unraveling their secrets. Among them was the great inventor Nikola Tesla. In this video, I invite you to dive into the world of an ancient civilization and discover what was it about the pyramids that fascinated Nikola Tesla so deeply. Nikola Tesla, a legendary inventor, often called a brilliant madman. Thanks to his genius, we now have alternating current, Wi-Fi, smartphones, and even wireless communication. But few people know that Tesla was obsessed with the pyramids of Egypt. His interest began when he was just 20 years old. The sheer scale, mystery, and hidden power of these giant stone monuments captivated him. Each pyramid contains more than 2 million stone blocks, weighing about 3 tons each. Tesla believed they were more than just tombs. He was convinced the pyramids were energy generators. This idea went against the mainstream theory that pyramids were merely burial chambers for pharaohs. But here's the catch. Not a single mummy has ever been found inside them. No pharaohs, no hieroglyphs, no artwork, nothing that would support a ritual purpose. So why did the ancient Egyptians put so much effort into building something seemingly meaningless? The answer may lie in their structure. The outer shell, an insulator. The inner core, a conductive material. Coincidence? In 2018, Russian physicists conducted an experiment. They built a mathematical model of the Great Pyramid of Giza and directed electromagnetic waves at it. The results shocked everyone. The pyramid not only concentrated the electromagnetic field, it actually focused it. This effect was especially strong with long waves between 200 and 400 meters, wavelengths that matched the pyramid's proportions and caused a kind of resonance. Even more intriguing, the highest energy concentrations were found exactly where the so-called burial chambers were located. Was this an accident or by design? Everything points to the possibility that these structures were ancient power plants. This is exactly the technology Tesla tried to recreate in his famous Wardenclyffe Tower. It was built on top of underground aquifers, just like the Great Pyramid. The surrounding limestone, the flowing water, the granite conductors, all combined into a system capable of generating and transmitting energy. Physioelectricity, energy generated from the natural movement of water, like the mighty Nile River. The pyramid acted like a giant transformer, transferring energy upward and into the atmosphere, possibly wirelessly, just as Tesla envisioned. Power transmitted through the air across vast distances. The Wardenclyffe Tower was almost completed, but then, at the most critical moment, investor J.P. Morgan pulled out. He was afraid. What would happen to the market if free energy became available to all? He didn't just cut Tesla off. He warned others not to support him either. Instead, Morgan funded Edison and Marconi, Tesla's rivals. So what was it really? A missed opportunity to change the world forever? Or proof that ancient civilizations knew far more than we give them credit for? One thing is certain. Nikola Tesla looked to the past to build the future. But back then, the world just wasn't ready. Wardenclyffe Tower remained an unfinished dream. In 1917, it was demolished because American authorities feared it could act as a beacon for German ships during World War I. What's surprising is that demolishing Tesla's tower wasn't easy. Perhaps that's because he used construction methods inspired by the ancient Egyptians. It is well known that the stones of the Egyptian pyramids were held together by a mysterious mortar so strong and precise that even light cannot pass between them. Maybe Tesla discovered the formula of that ancient order because his tower could only be destroyed with an explosion. Interestingly, some researchers believe that the Egyptian pyramids also stopped functioning as power plants after some kind of internal explosion. But what kind? The American engineer Christopher Dunn offered a fascinating theory. He believed that the pyramids functioned using hydrogen, which was allegedly found in the Queen's chamber. Inside the pyramid, chemical reactions were likely taking place using zinc chloride hydrate and hydrochloric acid. Supporting this theory, large salt deposits were found in the Queen's chamber. This salt likely formed when hydrogen gas reacted with the calcium in the limestone walls. Once again, this supports the idea that the pyramids were ancient power stations. Hydrogen, when mixed with oxygen, creates a highly explosive gas. This might explain why the pyramid blocks were so tightly sealed to contain the reaction safely. But even ancient geniuses were not immune to accidents. Something may have gone wrong deep inside, causing a powerful explosion. This could explain the burn marks on the ceiling of the descending corridor and the deformed wall in the King's Chamber of the Great Pyramid. Some archaeologists claim the pyramid was damaged by a major earthquake, but there is no record of such an event in Egyptian history. More mysterious still are the many wall carvings that depict objects resembling electric lamps. Could this really be just coincidence? Before discussing the pyramid's possible functions, we need to answer a bigger mystery. Who built them and when? While mainstream archaeology suggests they were built 4,500 years ago, Graham Hancock proposes a much older date. He believes that around 12,000 years ago, a lost civilization existed on Earth, and they may have been responsible for the pyramid's construction. This idea is supported by Robert Bauval's Orion correlation theory, which links the three pyramids of Giza to the three stars in Orion's belt. These pyramids aren't just aligned. They sit exactly along the 33rd parallel north. Bauval also examined the Great Sphinx. He noted that it originally faced the constellation Leo. By using astronomical software, he traced the sky back thousands of years. Surprisingly, the constellation Leo only aligned with the Sphinx's gaze around 10,500 BC. This implies that the Sphinx may be over 10,000 years old, far older than historians claim. Further support for this theory comes from Dr. Robert Schoch, a geologist who studied the erosion on the Sphinx. The lower body showed signs of water erosion, which could only have occurred during a time of heavy rain, a time that predates the Sahara Desert by millennia. The top portion of the statue, however, shows damage caused by sandstorms, and the head appears to have been reshaped much later. This suggests the Sphinx we see today is a reconstructed version of an ancient monument, and that its lower body is over 10,000 years old. During the last ice age, melting glaciers led to massive floods. Many people perished, and countless ancient structures were lost or destroyed. Perhaps the same catastrophe ended the functioning of the pyramids as power plants. Today, scientists, physicists, archaeologists, and geologists are continuing to study the pyramids, and many of their findings suggest that Nikola Tesla may have been right. These ancient structures might truly hold the secrets of electromagnetic energy. Thousands of years ago, brilliant minds may have used technologies that modern humans still don't fully understand. Nikola Tesla dreamed of a world with free energy for everyone. Just imagine how different our lives could be today if banker J.P. Morgan hadn't feared losing profits and cut off Tesla's funding. Sadly, Tesla's vision of clean, wireless energy died with him, and humanity chose a different path, one that pollutes the environment and endangers life on Earth. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support is the greatest reward for my work. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Goodbye.